Alright, Leo. Leo. March 2018. So, right away, I'm gonna pick it up for you guys, is that, there was a big old change that happened in your life. And, it's odd because you're a Leo, and it feels to me like something in your life was out of your control, okay? Something in your life was just out of your control, which, honey, that's the universe, okay? Some things aren't always meant to be in your control. It's like before you're waiting on certain opportunities or certain people or certain events to take place, and then they didn't. Or things were just got really boring to you, or they seemed very insignificant, okay? But what's really amazing, what's really awesome to me is that throughout your whole reading here, there's still a sense of security. There's a sense of belonging and wanting to belong. So it's like my Leos who in their life circumstances or who are in a relationship in a marriage, but they like, there's just something about you guys that just for the past couple months just wanted to belong somewhere, and like you felt you belonged somewhere. And then I think it was shocking. I find it just as shocking as you did, because and it doesn't have to be bad, because it's just another life lesson, and we all have them. But it's just because you guys have such big pride that it, that's why I'm like using that tone to describe your situation, because it surprises you that you did this change, okay? You felt like you belonged to a person, or you felt like you belonged to a work situation, or just something in your life. You felt like you belonged. And it turned out that it wasn't, you didn't have like any power. Something sucked away your power, or you didn't have a say-so, which is not a Leo to me. And you were just constantly waiting for like that situation to come up where you were noticed or that you were felt highly of, and it just didn't. And you got sick of it, right? And you kind of gave up, which, maybe not gave up is like the best term, but I feel like a lot of you guys lost just control over the situation. So it came to a change. And the change wasn't spiraled out of control because of you. It was just meant to happen. And I feel like that's what's really hard for you guys to grasp onto, because there's still like something here that's saying that you're going to find where exactly it is you belong. And I feel like you already belong there. You're just kind of missing it in a sense. There's something around you that you're just missing. And it's not big and it's not small, because I know you guys wanted that right answer, but it's not. Even your intuition is like, hey, Leo, if you want to make something happy, you want to make something work, you still have the power. Don't let us, I'm talking like how I'm the universe right now, like just don't let us take that away from you, Leo. Like, that just wasn't where you belonged, and maybe you felt like you did, but it just wasn't there, okay? So now, I feel like majority of you guys are going into this introspection, right? To looking at yourself and going within and wanting to be alone. And it's only going to last for, like the first couple weeks of March. But it's like, you just feel this way. You can easily snap yourself out of it, because there's still like so many things like being brought to your attention. There's still so many opportunities when it comes to people and situations. They're like handing it out to you, like, Leo, can you come look at this for me? Or Leo, can you come do this for me? Or Leo, can you come see me for a little bit? And it's like you're just turned off by it. Like, you don't want to be a part of a world right now. You want to be a part of your own world, because your own world, like what you thought it was going to be, what you thought like how you wanted it to be, was like kind of destroyed in a weird way. And it's not in a bad way, because you'll understand why it happened, how it happened, when it happened. like why it was all supposed to be at a later time. But right now you're just like, you got a loss of words, so you're just not speaking to anybody. You're not speaking. You're not showing your true colors, so you're being more on the negative, low vibration side. Even though, and I feel like that's supposed to be challenging for you, because even though the challenge is so many things and people and opportunities are still being presented to you, you're trying to find yourself and you're trying to find what your next path is going to be because of what happened, right? You're like, I don't want to get into something that, like, I don't feel right in anymore because it just wasn't right that last time, so I don't feel like I should be involved in it this time. If I don't feel like something's right. And that's what's going to be challenging, is because there's going to be all these opportunities being presented to you where it's going to get confusing, because it's like the ego side of you, or the wishes side, or the wants, the desire, is really going to want these things, but yet, like, your energy, your vibration is going to be like, I don't want to. Which, is kind of a bummer for you, because it does show me, like, almost in, like, the past, you were wanting, or you were accomplishing these good things for yourself. You were actually really, like, strongly accomplishing goals. You were doing things that, you were feeling great. You were feeling like that lion that you're always supposed to be. You were feeling that sunshine in your face, and you loved it, and it was so warm. And then just something happened that was very unfortunate, but it was the way you take it. And, and it's almost like, why this is all happening for you, Leo, is because there's a new beginning out there. Whatever this was, that false new beginning is actually what it was in the past. Because it shows me that there is this new beginning that is coming up for you that is going to be the real thing. Okay, so don't weigh heavily on, like, mistrust, or take that time to figure out yourself, and take those times to learn about the opportunities being presented to you, because what's going to happen, may already happened, but that didn't. It's almost like you jumped the gun, and you're proud because it was so exciting and so new, and you wanted that journey, but that was just prepping you for this new journey. And once you're on the new journey, you're like, oh my God, I've already, like, dealt with these things. I've already dealt with these kind of people. I know what to say now because I have been let down before. My dream didn't become a reality before. So now, my new opportunity, this new life, this new chapter in life that I've been given, is going to be more successful. And because it was maybe a little bit more negative in the past, now when those things come up, I know how to deal with them. That's why that happened. That's why this is all happening for you, Leo. And there's confusion. Like, feel the confusion. And a lot of times people are like, I don't want to, like, be in confusion. I want to get out of it as quick as possible. But, like, for you guys, it's just because there's this confusion, it's going to make you look, again, right, inwardly. It's going to be like, well, oh my God, like, that's why that happened. And you won't get it now, and that's why there's confusion. So just feel it. Feel it and love it and let it go. Pass it on. Okay? Pass it on. So, in the near future, right? So probably about, like, the end of March, you're going to be kind of indecisive about something. Just because all this stuff happened, all these things in life happened for you, something's going to come up again, but this one's going to feel more right. This one's your new chapter. This is where you're going to belong. But yet again, right, you're still a little bit indecisive about it. You don't know if you should say yes or you should say no. Give it some time. Okay, just give it time. It's not actually going anywhere. And I think, but if you listen to this again, maybe by the ending, or when that right situation comes up, and you're like, oh my God, should I say yes or should I say no? Just listen to this again, because this is the indecisiveness about not knowing which one to take. And the only reason why you're questioning if it should be no, it's because you don't have all like the right resources. You don't have enough money. You don't have enough, people around you to get this started or something like that. But just know a long time, it takes baby steps, and that you will be able to manifest exactly what it is you're wanting to manifest, right? Yeah, I say that like truly. But it's like the dreams that you wanted are going to start manifesting. Okay? Now, when it comes to love and romance, as always, I pulled a card for that too. So when it comes to love and romance, you already know that there's going to be people attracted to you. And it's a lot of attraction to people who say it, people who don't say it, because I feel like let's just give 2 examples here, but this could be spread out in multiple ways. Like, just everybody you're talking to, or everybody you come encounter with, or just you've been encounter with, right? People find you attractive. People want to get to know you. And they're putting on a little bit of a woo, and sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't see it, and that's okay, because that's the journey of, attraction. I like attraction. You guys like attraction. It's all about attraction in the month of March, and sometimes it does take that little bit of a boost when you meet somebody who's kind of like weird and doesn't go with the norm of the everyday to day norm, right? And so maybe this is the people either you're attracting or attracted to. And if you're not attracted to them, get attracted to them. Because I feel like these are going to be the kind of people in your life that, like, really make a difference. That, like, make you rediscover you in a weird way. Like, you're just watching them. You're not even talking to them. Okay? Like, these people who are just, like 2 people are talking. They're like, oh, yeah, right. And he's like, yeah, I know, bro. And this other person's like, dude, aliens. Right? Like, it's like... like something like that, and then like they just don't even doesn't even cross their mind. They just completely spoil that conversation, that they completely just said something weird, and you see it and like you recognize it, and then you really like it, like you dig it because that person's just being them, like they're not going to the norm. And I feel like the unnormal people, whether they're friends, whether they're crushes or lovers or whatever, like they're kind of like, I almost want to say jiggy. I did the little jiggy with it. Like, that's so stupid. But, like, that's really how it's going to feel. And you're going to laugh. You're going to have a good laugh at it. Another thing, too, with love. It's just going to be a romantic time. It's going to be a different time. Because this other person is going to be more of the attention seeker. Okay, like, they're gonna try to get your attention a little bit more, but it's gonna come off in shy ways. So pay attention to it when it comes, and you'll know when it comes. By the way, guys, I'm doing your love reading here soon, so be patient with me. Now, moving on to the last thing I want to tell you. This is gonna surprise you, but it's not. All the people, or maybe the person, or maybe the situation, right? And everyone wants to hear this, but the people who it didn't seem like they were in your best interest. I don't want to say that, because people who didn't seem like they're in your best interest, I feel like were really harsh. The people who were just very transparent during the last few months are actually going to step through. Those are the real people, and they're going to probably get you back on your feet. So that comes with family that you haven't spoken to in a while. Friends you haven't spoken to in a while, but you had a really good bond with, right? They're going to be coming in. It's almost like this feeling, like they just feel like maybe something's not right with Leo, or, or you asked them to or you didn't ask them to, and they still step through, and those are the real people. But there's going to be a couple that you weren't relying on before, but now you're going to be, like, happy that they were still around. Okay. And long story short for you guys, there is this turn of events that happens in March. Now, This can be for some of you guys early March, middle March, or end of March. This is general, I don't know. But you're going to feel when that lucky streak hits you because you're going to feel back on your game. And that's what I want to say for Leos. So that was March 2018. Hope that made sense. And I hope to see you guys again April. I'm so excited for April. But anyways, love you guys.